This was the moment she should have got off the live.
And I'm not getting off.
You want lie?
Mm-hmm.
Did you get food?
No, I'm good.
All right.
Oh, this is Pocket Watching JT, who did a whole live about me.
We're still doing it. It's still live.
The reason why I be saying either you ain't got no friends or the friends you got ain't talk you out of this, hit that like button for me, is because you can hide a lot of things. You can hide a lot of things. One thing you can't hide in general is body language.
Nope. The first video that you posted, I forgot the guy's name. Don't even know him. Don't give a but what he said was inaccurate. That's not what we do. That's not what we teach. She didn't run out and go get an authority. Like, the analogy was incorrect. The evictions, don't know about those guys. 2 of them I mentioned about. And the only thing that I ever claimed was that I could teach people how to become millionaires, and I've done that. All this extra y'all can kiss my with it.
Either you ain't got no friends or the friends you got ain't talk you out of this, hit that like button for me.
Y'all do know just because y'all get this Lifetime Achievement Award, it does not turn y'all into a doctor, right? Like, come on, sis, you're a trucking guru, and you out here putting doctor in front of your name? What's the purpose? And if you know, you know. They handing these awards out like they pieces of candy, so they really, in my opinion, don't mean much. But let me not be the one to tear a person down. Actually, let me be the one to tear a person down. Y'all know what I like to do. I like to investigate your bull and present it to the world as such. This is multimillionaire Kierra Henderson, the mother of 3 who climbed her ranks in the trucking industry and generated over $100 million. But legends say she out here making all this money, don't got a driver's license, and can't afford to pay her rent. What do you say, Sherelle? Kierra Henderson was the fastest growing trucking owner-operator that I've seen in my days. And I've only been alive 26 years. But what really stood out to me is when she did the interview and they were hyping her ass up, they was really laughing at her. Let's be for real. They was hyping her ass up about all this BS she was saying about I have over 140 trucks. I was going from making my initial $10,000 a week to making basically $1 million a week. Now, while I'm not going to say it's impossible, I just feel like with the information she was putting out, it was impossible. Now, a lot of y'all are probably wondering, Sherelle, where do you come into play here? She says she's making $100 million. Why do you feel like you need to speak on this? Because a multi-million-dollar trucking guru would not be getting sued by Rain or Shine Trucking LLC and represented by, guess, my dog, Kim Daly. Now, if you know, you know. When you bring Kim Daly to the show, it's a wrap. Go ahead, pack it up. Let's talk settlement. Let's go ahead and get this out the way. Because Kim ain't coming to play. Now, for this lady to be a $100 million trucking guru who knows the ins and outs and how to get your money, how to get your dedicated lanes and that sort, why are you out here being sued for taking money from one of your investors? Now, Kierra here was offering a very familiar service, turnkey trucking. And for those of y'all who don't know what the turnkey trucking program is, it's basically where you invest. They find you a truck, they get you dedicated lanes, they dispatch for you, and they teach you basically how to run your own business without you actually having to run it. Explain that a little bit more, Sherelle. Okay, I got it. So let's just say you're watching one of these gurus and they're telling you, oh, I made $100 million a year by having drivers drive across the world for me while I sit back with my no license and I collect money. Wait, how do you do that? Tell me more. I go and I take $40,000 and I buy me a truck paid off. I insure the truck with $1 million policy, make sure I have the cargo and all of that insurance. I find dedicated lanes, I get contracts, and I basically put drivers in to carry loads from one place to the next. Sounds easy, right? When my drivers go and get the load and they bring it back, I get paid for my bill of lading. I subtract insurance, gas, food, whatever it is that you offer your drivers, pay my driver, and then everything after that, I put in my pocket. Sounds like the easiest way to make money, right? So let's do it. So Rain and Shine Trucking LLC decided that they wanted to contact TTG and invest into this turnkey program. Now, the investment only went sour when the TTG could not deliver on what she promised. Now, for Rain to have a fully operational, profitable truck on dedicated lanes, she must invest $5,000 into this turnkey program. That was fine. That's what she wanted, a truck that was making her money. So giving you $5,000, you're telling me I'm going to generate millions eventually, is something I'm willing to do. Now, after this $5,000 was paid, of course, you get to meet with the trucking guru. She gets to run down the steps, the ins, the outs of how all of this works, right? Up until it didn't work. Y'all's trucking guru was sued and y'all can see the date up there, was sued by Rain and Shine LLC because of the promises that you made in the contract that she signed, you guys could not deliver on. And you
140 trucks. After a little digging, I think this fake guru might not be telling the truth.
Oh, did you end up having to do like any jail time or anything?
Yes.
Oh, talk to us
Yeah,
about
I mean,
that.
but that's why I do this shit. Like, I'm a felon, so I know what it's like to not be able to actually make good money.
The prison to fake guru pipeline is incredibly strong right now. I think the financial crimes they're committing after serving prison time are worse than the ones before. She has a few courses that will help you make 7 figures in the trucking industry, but it's important to note that she also helps ordinary felons make an income. This is by far my favorite sales pitch from a fake guru I've ever seen. Screwing over felons is something I've only seen from someone as crazy as the Joker.
All my trucks, I own over 140 trucks.
Let's do a little research to see if she's telling the truth. In one of the lawsuits filed against Kierra, I see the name Capital Choice Trucking. Using Safer, I find that Capital Choice Trucking is currently out of service as of July 2nd, 2023. At most, this LLC has 4 trucks. Another one of her companies is TTG Logistics LLC, which is currently not authorized to operate and has only 3 drivers. Tioga Brothers Freight is a company possibly tied to her or her business partner, and it's a broker with 0 trucks.
All my trucks, I own over 140 trucks.
I don't see any proof or any indication that she owns more than a couple trucks. People like Kierra will say, don't let your LLCs be known or people know about your business.
And before they get to Googling, because one of these hoes, we just had a whole thing in the tribe, motherfuckers Googling. When the bitch really got money, you can't Google her.
All of the trucking records are public and they're saying pretty clearly that you're a fraud.
I fumbled and failed and fucked up, but the first week I did it, I made $10,000, and that was it. I was like, I'm finna fuck with this. If I could do 10, I knew I could do millions of dollars a week. So that's what I did.
Those millions per week must not have been in 2017 when she was evicted from her apartment in Tarrant County, Texas. It must not have been in 2018 when she was evicted from her next apartment in Tarrant County, Texas. And it must not have been in 2019 when she was evicted from her next apartment in Tarrant County, Texas. And then a couple of months later, she received a judgment in the amount of $5,700 against her.
I knew it that, like, I don't got no high school diploma, no GED, no nothing, right? I got all these felonies, a whole bunch of them.
Kierra has a few courses on ways to make money in the trucking business, but she found the best way to make money was to steal tens of thousands of dollars from her customers under the illusion that she would make them rich. This victim filed a complaint with the Attorney General of Texas stating that they gave Kierra $40,000 to help buy a truck and get one operable to make passive income. They allege that they've received nothing in return. The victim further states that Kierra reached out to me and told me that I was lying on her, that she never agreed to run the truck for me. This next complaint is even worse. Guru's biggest revenue source seems to be this fleet buying program, since victims gave her significant amounts of money thinking she was an actual trucking guru capable of setting them up for success. Kierra told that same victim that she was able to purchase a truck in June 2022 as part of the program and sent a picture of the truck with its MCDOT number. Kierra never sent over proof of purchase documents.
But you can't just jump out there and get a truck. You can lose. A lot of people are following people on the internet who bought somebody's course who swear they a guru and they not. And they ain't teaching these. So they want to get a truck and they just sitting.
She ironically describes herself whenever she refers to fake gurus on the internet. That victim had enough with the excuses, so they flew to Dallas, Texas on September 29, 2022 to meet with Kierra and her business partner Frank, and they allegedly stood her up. They claimed one of their semi-trucks was stolen the night before and they wouldn't be able to meet up.
I don't know if this is true, but somebody say you touching like 100 M's. Is this true?
That was 4 years ago.
4 years ago was 2019 when she was on her little hot streak of evictions and $5,000 judgments. I've never heard of someone making $100 million and not being able to pay rent in an apartment. A week later, I received a phone call from a man named Dernitel Fuchner who claimed to have previously worked with Kierra Frank and that they had not only scammed me, but several other people out of money. He stated their luxurious lifestyle on IG was funded by gambling, credit card fraud, false documents, and fake identities.
I f- with them because I don't like the internet. People are so cap. Motherfuckers can, like I said, they take a course and now they a guru. I can't stand that shit.
I think we all do too, which is why anyone looking to give this $100 million guru money should consider alternate options. Kierra posted this video to her Instagram on August 21, 2022, bragging to her audience about now living in million-dollar homes, bills on autopay, and never having to ask how much it costs. Whoa, Spencer, how did you find the house so quickly? Remember her little trouble paying rent a couple years ago? That house is now listed for rent for $30,000 per month. Is that because A, she couldn't afford it anymore? B, she owes the landlord a lot of money, or C, she flaunts a lifestyle she can't afford. According to this lawsuit, it's D, all of the above. The lease stated she would pay $22,000 per month to rent the house. 4 months after moving in, Kierra did not pay rent. She refused to vacate the property despite being asked to leave due to not paying rent. What's funny is the lawsuit states that the post was uploaded while eviction proceedings were ongoing. When social media flexing goes wrong, can you imagine how desperate you'd have to be for validation to post something on Instagram about how your bills are on autopay and you never have to worry about the cost of anything while your landlord is evicting you for the 4th year in a row? For 5 months, it's alleged Kierra didn't even make any utility payments either.
And people are losing a lot of shit, a lot of fucking money. So it gives people like me, these real that's really doing this shit, that don't want to be in the first place, a very hard time dealing with these. I cuss people out all day on my page.
She might be the classiest fake guru I've ever gone after. Once again, she's speaking about fake gurus losing people money, yet doesn't realize the irony that she's basically talking about herself. Kierra owes the landlord around $113,000 in unpaid rent and utilities. The landlord also alleges she damaged the property, requiring repairs in the amount of $38,000. That's pocket change for someone worth $100 million, right? The more we find out about this future billionaire, the more I think she's all cap.
What's the most you ever blew in a strip club?
Oh, for my sister's birthday, I did 100.
You do 100? What?
That landlord is probably punching the air listening to this interview. Can you imagine someone owing you $150,000 for not paying rent or utilities for months on your mansion and then publicly saying they're on pace to be a billionaire?
Are you the richest motherfucker? Are you one of the richest motherfuckers
Out where? Out in Texas?
out in the world?
No, not in the world. Not yet. Not yet. Not yet. But I'm up there.
This interview is only a couple months after being evicted. She does hold the #1 spot in the world record book for number of evictions for someone claiming to be a millionaire. I found her Trucking Guru LLC info in the state of Texas's business portal, and it states she isn't able to currently transact business in the state of Texas because the franchise tax involuntarily ended. Open Corporate's website shows that she opened the LLC in 2020 and had a tax forfeiture in June 2022. Her TTG logistics company was formed in 2021 and received a tax forfeiture in 2023. Capital Choice Trucking, created by her business partner, was formed in 2019. The company someone sent me that Kierra may be involved with was formed in 2019 as well. Kierra says everywhere that she's been involved in the trucking industry for 15 years. On the main page of her website, where she's promoting the idea that she's a legitimate guru.
You don't got enough money, baby. Money does buy happiness. It does. Because if you're not, your life is your own. You're probably sad because you're broke.
Every time Kierra cries, someone should send her this quote.
I don't respect these hoes that buy my and now I'm going to be a guru. You don't know nothing. Motherfuckers can lose a lot of money just jumping out there.
I've had numerous people inside her tribe that know Kierra well tell me that she stole her dispatching course from another legitimate guru.
As I just said this the other day while I was screaming at my people, we need a TV show. I'm scared. I'm just gonna go to jail.
No, that might.
It's me. I'm
It
nigga.
sound like
She'll show successful students and claim she makes millionaires. It's possible she does, and it's possible that her students experience great success, and I really hope they do. But if she creatively stole the course and sold it as hers, she should be in jail, in my opinion. That's grand theft.
real.
Yeah, you got to. It's too much fake. I mean, in the world of fakes, all you do is be you. That's it.
Speaking of fake, I have multiple sources that told me she faked a pregnancy. In this IG post on June 5th of this year, she commented that I was so pregnant in this video. Comparing when she was supposedly pregnant to when she wasn't pregnant doesn't show much of a difference, and it would be impossible to prove if she was actually faking a pregnancy or not. Some have told me that she faked the pregnancy to get the heat off her back from her students seeing $0 returns after giving her tens of thousands of dollars. A couple months ago, Kierra and her business partner were sued by Rain or Shine Trucking LLC. The plaintiff applied for the turnkey trucking program in April 2022 so they could begin operating a fleet of trucks. Plaintiffs sent Frank Leitner $35,000 for a truck that would make their money back within 3 months. For the past year and a half, Kierra and Frank have been making excuses as to their failure to uphold their promises. The plaintiff alleges they paid $5,000 to join the program and eventually purchased a truck for $45,000 that Kierra and her business partner purchased for only $19,000 and then used the customer's truck for their own use. This paragraph states Frank notified the client that there were 25 other people waiting in line to start profiting. My intuition tells me that there's numerous people who gave the trucking guru a lot of money and the promises were left unfulfilled. The best course of action is filing a complaint with your state's attorney general.
There's a very well-known person out there right now now that has a very large platform, and I got 75% of their students because it sound good, it look good. People are not who they post to be. They pretend.
I think that some
What up, it's Titus, the trucking guru. This is how you make $100 million with one truck. You get a contract with NASA. Plutonium, I was serving it. You hear me? Every day, what I was making, I went, I don't even have a hazmat license or nothing. No license required to be a CDL driver. Damn right, I've been to jail. I didn't scam them people, they lying. I'm just trying to teach you guys with my course that costs $10,000. Money if you don't want to buy my course. I made the wrong people rich. I made the wrong people rich, man. What am I, DJ Envy? Yeah, I'm light-skinned, but I ain't DJ Envy. I'm not going to scam you out your money. Black-owned trucking companies that be successful. You think I'll scam you? Only been in jail once for scamming. Invest in my course.
So once I did that 10,000 and I started adding on more trucks and making more money, I became addicted to it.
That bitch had me waking up every morning and repeatedly manifesting in the mirror, I can do it. She only knew she had $1 million because she went to the ATM because somebody was borrowing money. No, somebody asked for their money back because you're a liar. Lisa Lysandra kept that in her home. You out here selling people dreams, got felons coming out of jail thinking they can drive trucks. She out here selling classes. I sent my friend to her. My friend gonna text me like I still ain't start the class. That was back in June. It's for them old bitches using their AAP card to scam people. This world so cold, y'all ain't nothing but a tough bag of shit. I don't like y'all. I keep telling God, put a ball spot in front of the people's head that's coming to do something to me. I would think it's the young people that got the source. It's really the old people. Everybody old scamming. Y'all scamming felons is sickening. When they coming out of jail, you doing that to them, you might as well scam them in jail. Because I actually did put my friend's name on that PPP loan. He ain't never gonna know, though. He never come out. That bitch is a Sandra psychic. She lucky I ain't get my costume in the mail yet. Because I swear to God, I would have dressed up and did a citizen arrest.
Like, what is this proving, though? That's what I want to know. What's y'all's point in this? What is this?
Well, I mean, okay. Well, let me explain it from the perspective of a financial advisor. Okay, let's do that because maybe that'll give you a little bit more insight why it's somewhat alarming. Okay, so to operate business within a particular state, if you're not doing business under your natural born name, you normally have to get some sort of fictitious name, some sort of business entity to operate in a particular.
You don't have. Hold on, that's not true, sir. That's not true. It doesn't have to be.
What are you talking about?
It doesn't have to be fictitious. Don't do that. There's proper business structure. Don't do
that.
Okay,
explain.
Don't do that.
Okay, explain it, because I went to business school, so explain it to me.
Well, no. If you went to business school, then you know that you can set up your company a certain way using companies and different things like that. That's not fictitious.
Okay, I think I know the problem. I think you're misunderstanding the term fictitious.
Oh, okay. I might be, because fictitious sounds like fake as fuck.
See, that's the problem. That's the problem. That's incorrect. So in the actual world of business, we use the term fictitious as a substitute for the actual birth-given name of a person, right? So my name is Jason Thornton, right? But I have different business entities. I operate in a different name other than just, like when clients write me checks, they don't have to write me a check in my personal name.
Right.
They write the name of the business
name.
And we refer to that as a fictitious name.
Okay, well.
Yeah. See, there's the disconnect. There it is.
There it is.
There it is. That's what I was wondering, because I was kind of surprised how you were going to teach me when I went to business school. I was a little confused, but now
I'm kind of surprised how you going to tell me how we doing shit, but here we are, right?
Well,
here we are.
I'm asking questions based on the law. So here we go.
You don't even know.
All right, so let me explain. So now I'm getting back to the point that I was making. Why it's somewhat alarming to have these businesses that I claim that they're dissolved and you can't operate in the business with these businesses. You cannot operate a business within a particular jurisdiction, let's say a state. You cannot operate that business if that business is not registered to do business in that state. If a company is administratively dissolved in a particular state, the Secretary of State is basically saying you cannot do business in this state. So that's why a person like myself, a financial advisor, if I see a business that claims it's operating, but it has been administratively dissolved in that state, it's a bad thing. Does that make sense?
Why is that? Can I just asking?
Sure.
Why is that a bad thing?
Because the state is saying you cannot do business. So if you are operating business, you're doing it illegally.
Okay.
Yeah.
Not that you can have people set things up and run things for you so you can stay out the way and, focus on what you need to focus on. Right?
That's a different thing. What we're talking about is setting up and operating, having a fictitious name, having a business entity. Then that business entity fails to do the proper filing that the business entity agreed to do when it actually was formed. So then the state, normally the Secretary of State, will administratively dissolve the business because that business did not keep up its obligations to report the right financial or administrative documents. So it then is dissolved so that it can no longer do business. You don't see how that's bad.
I mean, not if you set it up the right way and get out the way. That's which is what I did. I never claimed to be the business guru, right? But I got people in place that I could pay to make sure things are structured properly so I could do what I'm good at, right?
Okay, so explain it.
There we go. I just did.
Okay, well,
I just did. I pay people to do their job.
So you wanted those business entities to be dissolved.
I didn't say that at all. Now the trucking guru one is the only one that Kierra can speak on. And
we'll speak on that one.
I already did. You heard what I said.
Okay, why was it dissolved?
And I'm not getting off.
You all right?
Mm-hmm.
Did you get food?
No, I'm good.
All right.
Oh, this is Pocket Watching JT, who did a whole live about me.
We're still doing it. It's still live. So is there any particular reason why you wanted the trucking guru to be dissolved?
I wanted it set up properly. So I did.
It wasn't properly set up before?
No, hell no. No, don't ask me to set up no businesses. No.
Okay.
Pay people to
so
do
you
that.
set it up and then you said, you know what? I
people.
don't like the way it's set up now. I'm going to let it dissolve.
No, I'm the trucking guru and should have never did the shit. Should have paid somebody in the first place to handle that. So it's handled properly. And that's what I did.
Okay. What about TTG Logistics LLC?
None of your business.
That one, it doesn't matter.
Yeah, none of your business.
But that one is also dissolved.
None of your business.
I mean, it's public record that it's dissolved.
But it's still none of your business. How's this put money in your pocket? And I'm not.
I'm asking the question: is that what you wanted? You wanted TTG Logistics.
I'm not in charge of that, honey. I spoke on what I'm in charge of. The trucking guru. That's it.
So TTG Logistics is not your company.
Is my name on it? You just said it's public records. Is my name on that?
Your name being on it doesn't mean that
it's my name.
Remember,
on
you just
is my name on that?
You just alluded to that you can have stuff without your name. So I'm asking the question: is that company not associated with you?
I just answered your question.
I don't think you did.
I did, honey. It just wasn't the answer you wanted.
So let's be clear, and I'm gonna move on from TTG when I get this answer. LLC, was that ever a business that you were associated with? That was.
You're not gonna talk on me and think I'm not one of those. I'm not that type of multimillionaire. I'm the ghetto type bitch. That's what type I am. Just for those of you who said, oh, somebody with that type of money don't even know nobody with the type of money I got. Stop. I want you to cut it the fuck out. Right. You don't even know nobody with my type of money. Stop it. Cut it out. You go buy a BBL, bitch, and get your mama one too, ho. Your mama ass flatter than mine. And your daddy ugly. I made the wrong people rich. Yes, I did. I really did. But you live and you learn. That's why when I move different, y'all don't know why. Can't give you niggas nothing. Nope.